Shabbat Shalom. This week's Parshat Behaalotecha, tells us about the journey of the Jewish people in the desert. Finally, the people are on their way, when all of a sudden, there's a complaint. The people complain that there's no food to eat. They hate the manna. And they say, Zachanu et hadagim. We remember the fish that we ate in Egypt, the melons, the cucumbers, the garlic. It was fantastic. And the Torah then says that the manna was the perfect food. It was like wafers dipped in honey. Manna from heaven. Godly food. So what was it about this manna that upset the Jewish people so much that caused them to rebel against God? One of the great Jewish commentators, Rashi, turns our attention to one simple word. And he says like this: Zacharnu et hadagim asher achalnu b'chinam. We remember the fish that we ate for free in Egypt. Says Rashi, the complaint was not about the manna, and it certainly was not about fish. It was about chinam, free, being free, free from mitzvot. The Jewish people had now been living in the desert for a year. They had received the Torah. They were immersing themselves in the study of the Torah. And suddenly they found all these rules: what they're allowed to eat, when they can eat, where they can go, who they can marry, there's a Shabbat, non-Shabbat, all these laws. And they found them so constricted. They said to themselves, Zachanu et hadagim, remember life in Egypt was so much easier. Yeah, we were saved to fare in Egypt, but we were free from this yoke of the mitzvot. We didn't want it anymore. Moses, when he hears the complaint, struggles to understand what is going on. Why are they so upset? And it's only on closer analysis that he realizes that he has a crisis on his hands. God says to Moses, I need you to do something that no other person and no other leader will have to do. You're going to have to become the mother of these people. You're going to have to guide them as if they were little children, and show them every step of the way the beauty of this religion. You're going to have to show them that sometimes no, they might not understand what that no means, but it has a purpose. Think about this. A little 2-year-old walks towards a power socket, wants to take a fork and put the fork into the power socket. You see this child, you run over the child, you grab the child away, pull him away from the socket. They knock the fork out of their hand. They start crying. And they say to you, you're so terrible, you're so mean, you're stopping me from having my fun. But you know that you're saving that child's life. The same thing with the mitzvot. There are certain mitzvot we just don't understand. We don't understand how they work. We don't appreciate them. It seems to be such a burden. But ultimately, the mitzvot elevate us to become the best people that we can be. The Torah is telling us that when we hear people complaining and are upset, we have to listen not only to what they are complaining about, but also to what they are not saying. The complaint was about the manna. But underneath it, there was a far deeper existential crisis at play. When it comes to our children, when it comes to our community, when it comes to our spouses, when it comes to our friends, sometimes when they're complaining to us or upset about something, they're talking about manna, but they're talking about fish, but they mean something completely different. And the great friend and the great parent is the one who's able to listen, not just to the words that are being said, but more importantly, to look at the body features, the reactions, and what is not being said. Because sometimes it is a cry for help masked in a plea for fish. Shabbat Shalom. So, do you actually listen to what people say? Are you paying attention to their words? I'd love to hear your stories and your experiences in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, I'd love you to subscribe and hit that bell notification button so that you don't miss out on any other drashot. Thanks for watching. Shabbat Shalom.